What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday to you all. Who's ready for a beer? I think I'm ready for a beer. Ah, oh man. It's one of those days. It is one of those days. What's up, Kentucky? How you doing, brother? Well, 3 o'clock, people. Let's do this. Boom. What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday to you all, and welcome to another live beer review. Today, we got another one of my favorites, I guess you could say, when it comes to brewery that I'm reviewing today. I'm really excited for this one just because whenever I have something from these guys, they push the boundaries when it comes to their labels, but also kind of push their boundaries of like the different styles of beer that they do as well. So we're going to be going to Brooklyn a little bit because we're going to be taking a look at some Marble of Doom 2. Their fruited sour from KCBC, Kings County Brewers Collective. I'm really excited about this one because anything that KCBC does is just usually pretty damn awesome. And like I said, look at that damn can art. That's pretty dope, if I can say so myself. But KCBC does a little thing to where it was a trio of people that kind of started in like the apartment, like brewing their own stuff, went into competitions in states like Vermont and all that stuff, and then eventually decided to open up a brewery in Brooklyn because they wanted to kind of introduce a pretty vibrant and really unique craft beer scene within the New York City limits and all that stuff. So I'm really excited about this one. I don't know how many times I can say it, but yeah, this one's going to be pretty damn awesome. Comes out at a 5% ABV, and it's like a raspberry key lime fruited sour, which I'm curious how that's going to be, because hoping to get like nice jammy like raspberry notes along with like a nice kind of key lime kind of tartness in it, but also kind of key limes add like a different kind of sweetness to it as well. So I'm going to see how that kind of does everything. Maybe they add a little bit of extra stuff in there to kind of change up the flavors a little bit. Without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what this guy is all about. Let's see what we get on the smell. Oh yeah, definitely raspberries right off the bat. Nice kind of tart raspberry. Definitely getting like a tropical kind of lime kind of on the nose as well. That smells absolutely delicious. Definitely has like a nice sweetness in there from like the raspberry. It's definitely like a jammy raspberry smell, that's for sure. But yeah, let's pour this guy and see what this guy's like. Drinking out of my untapped tulip style glass this afternoon. Let's see how this guy pours. Probably going to be like a nice pink, hazy, hue-ish kind of color. Yep. Exactly what I expect. It has like a kind of like a light pink head to it. Very deep in color. Just look at that. That looks absolutely delicious, if I do say so myself. Has like a really, really dark pink color to it, almost like a purplish. But look at that. That looks absolutely delicious. Definitely getting that raspberry and key lime kind of note in there. That just smells absolutely refreshing, and I feel like it's going to be nice, jammy. Maybe who knows on how it is going to be on tartness, but let's give it a try. So, cheers, everybody. Oh, yeah. Definitely higher up on the tartness scale, I would say, because of the key limes. But right off the bat, you get that very, very like pungent, jammy, like raspberry preserve kind of flavor, and then it kind of comes in subtly with that like kind of like tart lime, getting like a little bit extra, like maybe some stone fruit notes in here as well. That's kind of adding maybe a little bit to the bitterness, kind of smoothing it out. Definitely has that more of like a drier mouthfeel, I would say. But overall, yeah, absolutely delicious. I'm really enjoying that raspberry that hits you right up front is just absolutely fantastic. On tartness, I guess I give this probably like a 3.75, almost a 4 out of 5. When it comes to tartness, it's pretty tart just because of the key lime in there. But overall, what keeps me coming in is that nice, really nice jammy raspberry flavor up front. But I think there's some other notes in here too of something else. Because there's definitely something on the back end that kind of mixes with that key lime. See, it's like every once in a sip, my eyes kind of like quenches a little bit because it definitely has that nice tartness to it. But overall, absolutely delicious. Let's see what Untapped has to say about this guy, because I know they have a description of this one on here. So, the sequel to their original Doom, which pours a vibrant reddish pink hue with light haze, juicy raspberries on the nose, touch of tropical mango and lush stone fruit, fresh key lime zing, and a brisk, tangy finish. I'm really surprised there's actually mango in there. Not really getting notes of mango. I'm wondering if that kind of just balances out a little bit more, or possibly brings out more of those raspberry notes. But I'm definitely getting that kind of stone fruity, kind of key lime tartness that comes at the end, but that raspberry, that very, very jammy raspberry preserve flavor up front is just outstanding. A really, really big fan of that flavor in there. But overall, yeah, delicious. Absolutely delicious. It's definitely something that fits a day like today where it's almost 90 degrees out here. And it's warm. You want something nice, refreshing, brisk. Kind of just very, very crisp in flavor as well. Absolutely delicious. Not really a heavy mouthfeel at all. It definitely has that more of that kind of drier mouthfeel. It kind of dries out your mouth after you take a swig. It's hard to describe, but if you understand with like flavors like wine, if it's like a drier kind of fruit flavor, then you'll definitely get what I mean when it comes to that. But overall, yeah, this is definitely a good one in my opinion. So let's see what Untapped has to say about this guy. I already read off the description, but let's see. It says, like it says, 5% ABV, which, yeah, easily sessionable with this one. You could probably have a few of these in a warm summer day, and it'd be absolutely perfect for this time of year. Let's see, and with over 2,319 ratings, this one has an average rating of 4.07 out of 5, which is pretty damn good. Let's see, what do people have to say about this one? So this guy gave it a 4.25. Let's see, somebody gave it a 4 out of 5. 3, let's see, 3.5, 3.5, 4.25, 4.5, 4, 3.5, 3.75, 2.75. Really? Okay. Somebody gave this, let's see, what was it, 3.5, 4.25. So yeah, all over the place when it comes to stuff, how they're getting it and like what they're giving the ratings. I'm not just really seeing where they purchased it at. Oh, let's see, hold on, Tuscan Cup, which, let's see what that is. It's probably really a coffee shop. That's interesting. So purchased it at a coffee shop. That's unique, for damn sure. Look, let's see. Somebody's drinking this at a high school. What the hell? But yeah, you could probably find this stuff over at Kings County. I'm not sure if it's available at the moment, but most likely is one of those situations to where you just have to wait for the next release of it, or they probably have different fruited. Let's see what if they have any fruited sours over on the what they have. Let's see. On tap, let's see, do they have any fruited sours you can indulge yourself in while you're there? Let's see, lagers, pilsners. Yep, they have one called Dragon Wagon over there, which is a dessert-style fruited sour. Let's see. They have a Saison over there, with a sour ale with raspberry, blueberry, blackberry, and plum called the Razor Grazer. So yeah, they have a bunch of stuff all over there right now if you want to head yourself over to KCBC and try a few brews if you're in the Brooklyn area. But other than that, you might just have to keep an eye out for anything KCBC, because I highly recommend picking up anything from them when it comes to like their IPAs and their sours as well. Definitely something that I would recommend from them. But I don't know if I've ever tried a stout from them, so I'm curious to see what kind of realm they would go in when it comes to a stout. So I want to see if I might have one from them that's a stout. I just have not realized it. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this one. This one's absolutely delicious. And let's see. Let's start going down the list of our ratings a little bit on this one. Kind of figure out what we're going to do with this beer. First of all, let's pour the rest of it into the glass. Take a little swig first, just because it's delicious. Okay, so let's look at can art. Yeah, can art's absolutely fantastic. I've never really been ever disappointed with anything KCBC does for can art. You have the snake, you kind of have that marble in the center, but just look how much real estate they took up. I always love their logo on the bottom. It's always very clean and classy. But their can art's always just very, very unique. And just vibrant colors, a lot of holographic kind of notes on there to catch your eye. So yeah, this would be 100% something that catches my attention at a liquor store or a bottle shop. For sure. This is the kind of thing that I look for when it comes to bright colors and all that kind of stuff like that. So, very, very nice. Easily 5 out of 5 for can art. Really, really like this one. But let's see. If I got this beer and a flight at KCBC, would I get another one? I'm really curious of what the first Marble of Doom tastes like, just because I want to see if there's a difference. Maybe since the first one they did, they might have made a little bit more changes, maybe upped the notes of raspberry, maybe had different like fruit flavors to kind of balance out the raspberry in there a little more. Who knows? But I think with this one being my first kind of introduction to the Marble of Doom kind of series they've done, yeah, absolutely nailed it. Really, really enjoy it. So I'd probably get another one of these for sure if I was like sitting outside at KCBC, if I'm there, like if they have a patio or something like that where it's a nice hot day, you just want something brisk, refreshing, loaded with fruit flavors, have a nice tartness to it. This would definitely right up your alley if you're looking for a nice tart, lush berry tasting fruited sour. 100%. Hits every kind of note of what I'm looking for when it comes to this style of fruited sour specifically. So they absolutely nailed it with this one. So big shout outs to KCBC. They really never have let me down yet. So let's see what our final rating on this guy is going to be. Let's see. Really like the jammy raspberry. Maybe I would have liked to see a little bit more mango to kind of shine out a little bit more. But I have a feeling that mango kind of puree stuff they would put in there would probably be just to enhance that raspberry flavor. But I really like that key lime tartness along with that kind of like stone fruit tartness as well. That kind of, I think that might help bring out a little bit more like the dry mouthfeel as well. Maybe a little bit of that lime, the stone fruit, and of course that jammy raspberry kind of pulls it all together. So very, very nice in the mouthfeel. Very vibrant in flavors, brisk, refreshing, you name it. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. I really can't fault this beer on many things. It may be a little almost on that end of being too tart for me, but it's like right on the fence. I'm still able to enjoy this. I think what's keep dragging me into with this one from being too tart is how good that raspberry flavor is in there. Which to me, when it comes to having like a raspberry puree or kind of making most of the notes be a raspberry flavor in this one, this one is easily probably right at the top with some of the best like jammy raspberry flavors I've had in a beer, for sure. But like I said, it's almost on the end of being too tart, but that's okay. I can still deal with it. But let's see. Let's see what Dutch is drinking. Imperial sour, raspberry, rhubarb, cinnamon, and graham. Coming at 8%. That sounds delicious, actually. Shove it. The Brewing Project makes some good stuff, Duchess, so you won't be disappointed with that one. But other than that, let's see what my final rating on this one. I think I'm going to give this a solid 8 out of 10. Really good. I think if it was a little bit less tart, a little bit more, just letting that raspberry speak for itself and kind of have a subtle like key lime flavor at the end, I think I would have enjoyed it, maybe giving it like an 8.5 around that realm. But for it almost being on that end of being too tart for me, the raspberry flavors are still good, but I think I'm going to give this a solid 8 out of 10. Would definitely recommend this if you're into a nice kind of refreshing, really heavy on the raspberry, kind of very tart fruited sour. So if you're looking for something that, if that hits all your nose of what you're looking for, keep your eye out for some Marble of Doom 2 for sure. This would definitely hit all the marks of what you would be looking for if you're looking for like a nice tart raspberry fruited sour for sure. But other than that, that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. So big shout outs to KCBC for coming out with another one. I have some more brews from them that are going to be coming up in rotation soonish. I know I have a decent amount coming up from all over the place, so just keep an eye out for that. But also, if you want to see like a little social media aspect of beer, get yourself on Untappd. Shoot me a friend request. You can see people like me, Kentucky, Duchess. Let's see, Derek's on there. So a bunch of people from the chat are on there if you're kind of interested to kind of check in beers, get some badges, find out some deals when it comes to possibly getting like different services that Untappd provides when it comes to their merch store, getting discount codes through that, or possibly getting discount codes for like different beer delivery services. That's how I got introduced to Tavor, which is from Untappd. So I can't say anything bad about that company. They do great things for the community, great things for the beer community in general. It's a really, really cool kind of platform for bringing all the beer drinkers together, which is really great. But other than that, I think that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. So thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. That would help me out a lot. Also, if you're watching on the replay, put down in the comments below if you're drinking anything while you're watching my stuff. I want to see if people are enjoying a brew as they're watching my reviews. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So again, thank you everybody for tuning in. You guys are amazing. And I'm going to say this like I always say it. We're going to get the hell out of here. If you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And I will see you all next time, people. Cheers.